The next call is a Doocey, 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. A pleasure, honour to rise and take a call in this Prime Minister's statement debate. Can I first wish you a Happy New Year, say how refreshed you're looking, coming back after the break. Must say, what an excitable New Zealand First Caucus. Never seen them so excitable. But really what that's about, Mr Speaker, is they know one of them's got to go, don't they? As the media said, one of them has got to go to clear the way for Shane Jones. Look at them like peacocks posturing amongst their caucus, looking at each other. Who's going to go? There's Ron Mark leading from the front. He's worried, isn't he? He thought, oh, I better start off on the front foot or I'll be up for the chop. Look at them, nervous. Who's making the way, for Shane Jones? Mr Speaker, can I say, joining my colleague from the Waimak, Mr Prosser, we're out and about meeting the locals of Waimak in the recess break, and we must say, although things can change, we can always improve. It's to say the general consensus, like the Waimak, like New Zealand, is people are feeling things are on track. We're heading in the right direction. And I must say, in the Prime Minister's statement earlier on today, Mr Speaker, I just want to pick up one line really about infrastructure. We know the National Party is the party of infrastructure. We know this government is the government of infrastructure. And there was a line there the Prime Minister quoted in his very eloquent speech, $32 billion is earmarked to be spent on infrastructure over the next 5 years. That's on top of $18.5 billion that was spent on the last 5 years. We know this party is about infrastructure. We know this government is about infrastructure. Infrastructure that will keep New Zealanders connected regionally, nationally, internationally. It'll keep us moving and it will keep the economy growing. And see, Waimak is very similar to the rest of New Zealand, Mr Speaker. When I look at the infrastructure and the spending on infrastructure going into the Waimakariri, look at education infrastructure spending. 11 schools in the Waimakariri will open new classrooms this year, part of a $1.1 billion spend on education infrastructure in Greater Christchurch. That's great news for our young people, great news for their parents and great news for our very dedicated educators. Whether you're from the towns in the Waimak of Oxford, Woodend, Swannanoa, Fernside, Rangiora and Kaiapoi, they're all opening new classrooms this year, Mr Speaker, 11 new classrooms. Let's look at the spending on health infrastructure. Over $1 billion in Canterbury, building a new hospital, 3 new hospitals, one of them the Rangiora Hospital, which opened last year. Great investment into infrastructure that provides first-class healthcare services on the doorsteps of rural communities. So it's great that's going to be expanded on. The recent announcement by Canterbury District Health Board, they're going to be expanding after-hours care in Waimakariri and in North Canterbury. And that just shows about delivering services, first-class services out in rural communities on their doorsteps. I visited the mobile operating theatre last night. That's got its open day at the Rangiora Health Hub next Tuesday. They're going out there for the first time. Local people from the Waimak and North Canterbury are going to be able to get surgical procedures on their doorstep. And that's what I'm talking about, Mr Speaker, when we invest in local infrastructure. It supports local communities. Look at the roads of national significance. In my electorate alone, we've got 2 new roading projects, the Western Belfast Bypass and the Northern Corridor. Hundreds of millions of dollars of investment into those roading projects that will make a real difference to Waimak commuters. It'll give them reliable travel times. And I'm looking forward to the Western Belfast Bypass opening up at the end of this year. It'll make a real difference for my constituents and give them reliable travel times, Mr Speaker. I just want to close by acknowledging the announcement by the Prime Minister a few weeks ago of UFB, 121 new towns, 3 of them in my electorate, Waikuku, Oxford and Woodend. This is a party, this is a government for infrastructure. Bring on 2017. Thank you, Mr Speaker.